Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Is everyone able to hear me?
Yes, Rhythm. It's audible.
Okay. And has everyone joined? Your colleagues, your friends, whosoever was to join, has everyone joined? Shall we begin? Or are we waiting for someone?
Just 2 minutes we can wait for just 9 to 7, right? No, to 10 we can start. Still teachers to join.
All right.
Hello. Rhythm ma'am,
Yes, sir.
we can join. We can start the sessions so that it's already to 10.
Okay.
If we can join.
Yes, we are beginning. And before I say anything, I want you all once at least to switch on your videos so that there is a face-to-face connect. Otherwise, it feels like as if I'm talking to computer. Only for once. Then you may switch it off for the entire session. Yeah, it brings a connect that whom I'm talking to. Yes. Hello, sir.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, sir. Everyone, at least for once, please switch on your videos so that we are able to see each other face to face.
Hello, ma'am.
Sir, hello, ma'am. Okay, thank you, thank you. So it has done it. Please, you may switch it off. Now I may begin the session. So So just a little introduction for myself. I am Rhythm Mohit Dogra, earlier Rhythm Khurana, recently married and settled in South India. Let's not discuss the place. So I am settled here. I am BTech, MTech, have been an editor for a few months with Orange, and presently I am working as a freelancer, giving workshops and taking care of other things that have certain importance. Before that, I was a teacher in school for 2 years, and earlier to that, I had been taking privately learning things and privately teaching things. To private means I had an institution where I was teaching different kind of students and having varied experience with them. So that is all about me. And I think I'll begin now. We are here to understand about Scratch. So let me begin with an introduction. And for that, I'll start sharing the screen. Is everyone able to see my shared screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Yes. Turning imagination into animation. Scratch programming for every one of us. Well, basic introduction of Scratch includes that we can create colorful objects, we can create animations, and these blocks, these colorful objects are easier to understand because they're self-explanatory. Normal basic English language is being used. That is why it is fun for young learners, for children, to understand programming concepts using Scratch. And that is the reason that it is mandatorily included in the syllabus of all Orange series. Right? Then it also gives us an opportunity. Scratch programming also gives us an opportunity to share our work online and learn from the people who are also creating Scratch programs like us. So these are the mainly, I would say, uses as well as advantages of using Scratch. Then first of all, we must know about few things in a Scratch window. Because in case I use a term, I'll not be using that technical terms. I'll be going in a simple manner the way I teach students, but still we should know about few terms like the Ma'am, do you have a query? Ma'am, in case anyone has a query and anyone wants me to stop, I'll be stopping the share part and I'll be going back to the Zoom meeting. I'll check the chats. I'll check all the queries from the chats. You may write it there. Is that okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, that's okay. Thank you. All right. The above portion, as you can see, of the Scratch window is a title bar. Below it, the bar is a menu bar which has File, Edit, Tutorial, Scratch Project. On the left-hand side is the most important part of the Scratch window, which is known as block menu. These are the blocks which we are going to use to drag and drop all the blocks for our programming. Means through block menu, we are going to get all the programming blocks that is going to make our work simple. Then in the central portion, we have coding area. In this coding area, we are actually dragging and dropping all the blocks from the block menu. And when these blocks are arranged, they are known as script. On the right hand side, ma'am, it might not see everyone, there's a distraction. Somebody's mic is on and it might not seem interesting. See, any student who starts learning anything in computers, it never seems interesting in the theoretical part. So have patience, give me just 2 minutes. Let me go through this theoretical part and then I'll continue with the practicals. Okay. So the central area, coding area, has the script, means has that code, has that program, which is going to be presented or which is going to be shown in this stage area. Means anything that you have programmed in the coding area, you will be seeing how is it working in the stage area. As you can see, right hand side is the stage area and central part is the coding area. Code is in the center, right side is stage area, where execution or running of that code is being shown. Then the sprite, as you can see, it is the character that is going to move or maybe run or maybe hide itself, jump, and whatever instructions are given to the sprite, to the character. Sprite is the word used in Scratch, and if I use a simple language for explaining it, it is a character of the story, character of the game that I'm going to prepare. Then that's a backdrop, means backdrop is simply like a background. Again, that is a Scratch window name, backdrop. Otherwise, it is a background in simple language. The above two buttons, the green flag and the pink octagon. Green flag is a go button for running the script. Running means running the program, executing the script. Only the term is script here. And the octagon is a stop button to stop executing. Why? Because generally the programs are running forever. We'll be using forever condition. They will go on and we will have to stop it. Other than that, last but not the least, it is an important thing to take care of that we have three tabs: code, costume, and sounds. Code shows the coding block. In costumes, we can actually change the costume of the sprite. Our sprite can be designed. And in sounds, we can use the already present sound or create more sounds. But we will not be dealing with sounds much because sometimes in Zoom meetings, it is not properly audible to the other person what I am recording. And it is also not very much part of the syllabus. So I will not be going with sounds a lot. Okay. And on the right side bottom, there is Sprites Info pane. Sprites Info pane is actually showing your sprites in the stage area and some properties related to it. Like what is the name of the sprite? What is the position? As you can see, there is X coordinate and Y coordinate. It shows the position of sprites. Then the direction, then the size of the sprite, means whatever the size was stored in the computer, is that same size is being used or we are using it a bigger or smaller version. Now I'm going to the next slide. We are going to begin. This is like the basic thing for starting Scratch programming. First, we are going to add a sprite. Then we are going to change the backdrop. Then we are going to change the appearance of the sprite. And then we are going to save and open a Scratch project. So I'm stopping the share. I'm opening a new Scratch window. One thing I want to tell you about Scratch window is whenever you make a project in Scratch, whatsoever project, once you have saved it, if you try to open and modify it, I think it's a bug in Scratch software. It asks you to close the software and then reopen it. Means once the project is saved, then making changes is not very easy. And that is a bug. I was expecting an improvement in the Scratch program, but this is something you have to take care of. Means once your program is done, just close the software, open it again, and then everything will be working fine. It will not create any problem. But in case it does, I'm just telling you the trick how to handle it. So I'm starting Scratch and then share my window again. You may also start Scratch if you have a subsidiary device with you. So is my Scratch window visible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, it is.
For starting Scratch, the steps are: go to the window and your Scratch 3 must be installed. Just click it, or find Scratch 3 in your softwares. Just click it and it gets open. For creating a new file, you have to go to File and New. But since I have opened it, a new file is already open. Right? Then this is a sprite. Let me delete it. The delete option is very much visible on the right side corner of the sprite picture in the sprites info pane. This area is sprites info pane. I can delete this sprite and let me add some other sprite from here. Choosing a sprite, this one. Any of these can be taken. Let me take pen. All right. This is how you can select a sprite. The name can be changed. Like I can change the name to Sam. And the name changes to Sam. I can change its size from 100 to, let's say, 50, and it will become smaller. Changing of size can also be done in the program, in the coding here, but I'm just showing you how features can be changed. Then this is its X position and Y position. If I double click on it and drag it from here to here, X and Y are changing, as you can see here. X has become minus 141 and Y has become minus 61. Anytime the position is changed, X and Y correspondingly keep on changing. Now changing the costume, or rather appearance. See, Ben has 4 costumes. This is costume 1. This is costume 2. This is costume 3. This is costume 4. Depending upon what type of programming I need or what type of appearance I require, I will be changing the costume or maybe selecting anyone. And this seems good enough. I can also change the color of the complete object or select a part like this. I've selected this. Fill color. I might like red or maybe yellow. So see, it is coming out better. And maybe I am trying out for teens, isn't it? I can also undo the changes. Then there is flipping also possible. Like this. There are many features that you can try by yourself. And in fact, these parts also get removed. It is difficult to handle. You should not do it because after that, arranging it properly back becomes a task. So better not take risk with it. Just change the colors, change the appearance, maybe flipping horizontally or vertically like this is still manageable. I would suggest only these changes. Okay. I think I have changed the side. I have flipped it and I have changed the color. That is good enough for me. So going back to code, changes are automatically saved. The color is changed, side is changed. Now I will go to changing of backdrop. Backdrop means background. See on the right hand side corner in the sprites info pane, this cat-like symbol is for changing of sprite. And this window-like symbol is for changing of backdrop, which can also be called as background. Let's change the backdrop. Since it was something like a game was going on, baseball, basketball. Is there a football court? Let's see. Yes, they have a soccer court. So I'm taking this one. Yes, it is looking nice and I think my character is also suiting it. Yes. Before I simply close it and how to save it, I do only that much. Before doing that, let us put some actions or use some blocks on it. Before beginning any script, any means any script in Scratch, we need this cap block. These blocks are known as cap blocks. Why they are called as cap blocks? Because they have a shape like cap. Other blocks also have a name, but I think this is very specific and you should remember it. So cap block, when that green flag is clicked, means whenever this flag is clicked, the execution of program will be done. Move 10 steps, and let's say move 10 step, and if on edge bounce, let's make it 100, and in looks, if on edge bounce, say I am, what I have done? First, I went into the motion block. See, step by step it is going to come, but I want to make an initiation. So a small project, a small script is being done. We have gone to the events block, taken the when flag is clicked. After that, I went to motion blocks. I took move 10 steps where this 10 is modifiable. So I modified it. After that, I thought, in fact, I thought of using this block also. Okay, go to random position. In random position, this sprite will be going from here, here, something like this. So we can try that also, but I'll be doing this one only. Go to random position. I'm not using it. What I used it, if on edge bounce, means if it strikes this edge like this, it will bounce. And then it will say block is in looks block. See, it is repetitive. Like these parts are also known as blocks, and these groups of blocks are also known as blocks. So when I say motion blocks, I am talking about the group of blocks. And when I say in motion move block, so that is also a block. All right. Just a second. So if on edge bounce, and in looks block, I'm taking this say I am running for 2 seconds. Let me delete it. Deleting a block is also easy. Just right click on it, delete. Right click, delete. Right click, delete. Right click, delete.
Vida ma'am,
Yes, sir.
sorry to interrupt. There are few teachers who are waiting to join, but they are unable to join. Is there a provision to allow them to join?
Definitely. So it must be. Let me check.
Yeah.
Check the settings if it is locked. Yes, yes. And this is from. Okay. Sir, the meeting is not locked. Anybody who
Yes,
has the
ma'am.
link can join.
Chandra ji, Yeah, Chandraji, I hope you got the message. So if any teacher is calling you regarding like, they are unable to join, but they must be having the link, they can straight away join
Okay,
without
okay,
no
okay.
no permission is required additionally.
Should
Okay,
I
ma'am.
send you the
Okay.
link again?
No, it's there, ma'am. It's there. I'll share with
We
all.
have it, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
carry on,
right,
ma'am.
ma'am, carry on. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
Okay. I'm sharing again, teachers. So we are back on our soccer backdrop, giving you a little bit of explanation. When flag is clicked, it is an initiating signal. Do these things when flag is clicked. After that, move 100 steps. If on edge, bounce, and then say, I am running. In order to execute it, why I am putting my sprite here? Because otherwise, in 100 steps, it will not be touching the boundary. So let's see. The 100 steps are very small in this screen because it is working according to pixels, and pixels are very small in the pictures. Go. I am running. It bounced back. I'm trying it again. Okay. So 100 steps always touch this boundary. So it is actually running very fast. You are not able to see it. And how to control the speed, how to slow it down and see as if things are working or not, we can use another block in motion only. See, this is how you explore. Glide to, let's see, glide 1 to mouse pointer or random position. Random position is okay. Glide for 20 seconds will be high. 10 seconds maybe. I'm removing this block, so this is not going to play any role. Let's see. Okay, it is going to some random position and gliding actually slows it down. When it will touch the boundary, it is saying, let me play it again. Since it is bounced, it wasn't controlled how it will appear after bouncing. So it bounced. It is bouncing, it is gliding for 10 seconds, and then I am running. I have used few things. We have started programming in Scratch, but I will make more sensible programs from now on, step by step. So let me save it for you. Yeah, let me save it for you. File, save to your computer. You may choose the location wherever you like. Let's say, prefer downloads. Everything to be saved in downloads. Scratch project, automatically it is going to name it as Scratch project. So I at least put a number in front of it. Let's say 5. Scratch project 5 downloads that I have to remember, and then save. Now opening it again, first closing it and closing it. It will ask any unsaved changes will be lost. But I have saved everything, so I'm okay. Leave. Okay. Let me share the entire screen because stopping Scratch is stopping the sharing part. Going to Scratch again. Scratch is loading. File, load from your computer. Downloads. Scratch project 5.sb3 extension type of file sb3. This is my project. Open. And here's my project, which I can later on run as well. All right. See, I'm closing it and restarting it. Reason I have already told you. that it is better to restart all the functions work properly whenever you have to begin with a new project. Okay. Going back to our PPT. We have done all this, adding a sprite, changing the background, changing the appearance of the sprite, and saving and opening a Scratch project. It is covered. Next. Now, these are the blocks, as I have already introduced: motion blocks, looks block, events block. I have taken these three into consideration. In motion, I used move as well as glide. In events, I used when flag is clicked. And in looks, I had used say I am running for 2 seconds. So we have used these three blocks and we are good enough to go ahead. In the coming parts of PPT and in coming practical portion, mostly all of these blocks will be covered. Next. So now this is another important block which is by default not present in Scratch. Means by default, if you see on the left hand side, in case you have opened Scratch on your Windows and you are seeing on the left hand side, you won't be able to see any pen block. Pen block has, first let me tell this, has these blocks inside it. Pen down means pen is down, means now the sprite will be writing something. Pen up, it disables writing. After that, set pen to color, you can change the color. Then you can also change the color while something is happening. Change pen color by 10. 10 means it will go on 10 colors change. A random algorithm is in place in Scratch and it will change the color. Means you are actually changing it randomly. Then change the pen by 1 means you are only changing the intensity, only the shade would change. And then stamp. Stamp is like the image starts to draw. Whatever is the image, whatever is the sprite that you're using, it will start drawing. So stamp is the most important and most useful, I would say. Somebody's mic is... Here it is. Stamp is, I believe, is the most useful block of the pen blocks and most commonly used in programs. And then erase all. Erase all, what it does is, in case you have used pen block earlier, because the program is run many times, so erase all actually erases anything which is previously drawn. Let's try it, because it is something to be tried, not talked about. First of all, how to add a pen block. Everyone, please pay attention. This is something very important. You go to this side. On the left hand side corner, and there is an add extension button here. I'm clicking on it. Add extension brings us all the extensions which are possible, and we are actually using only the pen extension. As I clicked it, it is showing here on the left hand side below all my blocks. Are you able to see it? Pen block on the left hand side below all my blocks. And most of the blocks which I had told you are here. There is one more, like change pen size by 1. You can increase the width of the pen and set the pen size. You can also change and particularly set the width of the pen to how many, whatsoever pixel that you want. Okay. Otherwise, yes, everything has been discussed. So let's begin, starting with events block. See here. When flag is clicked. Be patient. Things are going to work out. Let's say I am saying hello, or I don't think so that is required. Okay, let's say hello for a few seconds. Then turn to some degrees. These are all instructions given to these sprites. As you can see, this sprite is highlighted. How you will be able to understand that this instruction is going to this particular sprite, I'll show you this thing. I'm adding another sprite in this only. Another sprite, choose a sprite. And let's say I take ballerina. Let's take a simple one, apple. I've taken another sprite. Now you see, if apple is highlighted, all my code disappears, as you can see. And when I click sprite, okay, the code is backed. Sprite 1, taking when flag is clicked. After that, my sprite would say hello and turn 15 degrees. Just in order to check what happens with this much code, see. It is actually turned 15 degrees. It is saying hello and then it is going to turn 15 degrees again. All right. So I am keeping it again 90-degree upright by changing the direction in the sprites info pane. This is how sprites info pane becomes useful again. So turn 15 degrees, or maybe let's say turn 90 degree. It's my choice. Then go to some, let's say, random position. And since I'm trying my pen block, let's begin with stamping. Stamping. And then, no, let's not stamp. Let's do pen down. Pen down, set pen color to pink is good. And then go to random position again. I'll show you how it is working.
Madam,
Pen-
this class we can do in offline.
If you means you're asking that you want to try it out with your computer also?
Offline it is not coming, madam. When we tried, actually we thought we will show in projector. That time it is not.
That time it is not. Are you trying it with me?
No, not now. Before once we tried.
Oh, you had tried and pen
So-
block wasn't coming. Is that the case?
Oh, it's compulsory. What it is, network is compulsory like that. Which system is having the network, though, there's only it is coming. That system, my system offline, it is not working. So compulsory network, I'm asking you just.
Yes, ma'am. For the extension blocks, it is compulsory for the extension ones. Otherwise, all these blocks are fine.
Okay. Actually, we thought we'll explain in the classroom by using projector.
Okay. But does your projector not have internet connection in the class?
Yes, it is not there. That's why I'm asking. So it is not at all getting anything. But what it in the lab, one system net possibility there. There it is okay. We can do these all options. We can select and we can play in front of children. But a projector, we thought it is a big screen. No children can understand easily. We thought, but it is not coming. So I thought even next when you are conducting like this meeting, I will ask you about that.
The solution is, if you're using a laptop with a projector, then you can use a mobile phone in order to provide the network. That is
This
one
number-
solution I can give you. Other than that, I think
Cannot
in
use-
class, network, otherwise it's not possible. Because I won't suggest, if your school is not providing, I won't suggest immediately getting all the classes connected to internet. I think that is something very big I would be asking, isn't it?
Where panel will be there, we can, but remind projectors, it won't be. 1 or 2 class will be there. Panel, it is coming.
Okay, in panel it is working because panel must be connected to LAN. Yes?
Yeah, it is there, but we have to change the children one class to that class. No, it is difficult.
Actually, Padma teacher, 1 minute, teacher. We can, excuse me, ma'am. We can connect through to the panel with our mobile, so internet we can use. But other classes only we are using under projector. Short mode, the thermal sheets using.
Actually, this
So we
problem is
can't use internet
uh,
in the such cases.
this
So
problem is a
actually,
little
without
subjective.
without internet, we can't use this Scratch. I think so.
Oh, once it
To
is
show the children.
downloaded, the basic blocks are available with or without the internet. Yes, for extensions, yes.
Hmm. Okay, fine. We will try with other thing, but to show the children, internet is needed. Mostly, internet is needed. So, ma'am.
I agree to your point. I agree to your point. And actually, schools are making arrangements. If they have panels, so then though there's no problem. But if they have project,
We are having only 2-3 panels, but we can't change the classes to that classes now. Now it is
Hmm.
internet to all the classes. We have to ask our sisters again. Back.
You have to actually, even in in whichever school I have gone, they have also made arrangement because these are few basic things that you need to have.
Okay,
You cannot do without it.
fine. We will ask our sister again in the next academic year. To this
Hmm.
academic year, we will leave.
It's okay. It means somehow it
Fine,
is
fine.
getting managed.
Okay,
So
okay, ma'am.
please, everyone, mute yourself.
Ma'am, one last doubt.
Yes.
If the Scratch program is downloaded, then we can normal projects we can do it without net.
According to me, they are easily done. I have tried it. They are working.
We cannot add the pen block. We cannot add it.
Because it is an extension. It is an extension and it is in a way because whenever I close my project, this extension will also get removed. Even on starting my new Scratch project, pen extension will not be available. For every project, whenever I need it, I need to add it.
Okay, okay. Ma'am. Thank you.
Few tools are not working. That is the problem.
Okay. Let me go back and let me continue with, actually it's a hit and trial thing going on for now, for this particular project, because we are trying how stamp works. We are trying how pen down works. And then I'll show you something very orderly, very beautiful. But let's see how we can just juggle up the pieces and still make some useful program and understand how it is working. I'm keeping stamp for aside for a moment and let's see how pen down works. Turn 90 degree, go to random position, pen down, set pen to color, then again go to random position. Again, I'll say, let's say pen down. And then change pen color here by 100. Go to random position, pen down. Again, go to random position. Let's see how it is working. According to me, flag when clicked, it should say hello. Turn a bit, then immediately go to the random position. It will be very quick. Then it will start drawing. Before reaching the next random position, the color will be pink and the color would be changed. I can change the color here after reaching the random position. Let's say here. And then pen down again. Pen was already down. I think there's no need for putting it again. Let's see how it goes. I told you it will go very early. Go to random position. For the first random position, there was no pen down. So first position was like here. Then it went ahead to draw something. Then again. See, it was a very, very random program which you should try or rather take a picture and start doing it by yourself and change things. Don't do it as it is. Otherwise, you will be cramming things and making children also cram things. We do not want that. We want that everyone should learn by hitting and trying and then understanding how each step is working. Now let us try for stamp. Every time my sprite goes to a random position, it should leave a stamp. Pen block. Ma'am, somebody's mic is open. Please mute it. Times I'll have to do it. Second. Whose mic is on? Going back. Now I'm using and showing the use of stamp. Stamp here, go to the random position. Okay, let's see. Where I have put stamp, please pay attention. Once it says hello, it turns 90°, then it goes to a random position for a beginning. After that, a stamp is used. What is a stamp? It will create its own image on the screen. And then pen down, it will start drawing. We'll take this color and then again go to random position. Again put a stamp. And then another color would be changed and then it will go to random position. Color change has not been shown here. That is one thing. What is the use of this program? Only to give instructions? Yes, ma'am. It is only to give instructions how this pen block is working. It is an introductory program. You may or may not copy it, or you can create your own sample program. I'm just doing it for you for an initiation, for beginning. Yes, for future use, you can take a picture if you want, but I would suggest hit and try by yourself. Take random blocks, do things that you remember, then do something more exploratory, try out different blocks and see what comes out. Because they are very much explanatory in terms of the language. And following Orange Books, you will do good. Don't worry. And then let's see. Ma'am, can you show the program with multiple sprites in one program? I am going to do it in MS Office lifelong use, but with this only to entertain children. No, ma'am. This is not only to entertain children. I'll show you how. See, two questions I have received. One question is that I have to show you a program with two sprites. I'll do it. Second question that I have received, that is it only to entertain children? No. Why no? I'll answer it in the next program.
భారీ ప్లానింగ్లు జరుగుతున్నాయంట చెప్పలేదు ఏమనంటే
Ma'am, please, something personal is going on. Kindly mute. Silpa ma'am. Okay, now listen carefully. Now what has been done? Every time it has reached a place, it has put a stamp wherever it was going on random basis. But one thing we should take in account, that we have not used erase all. Trying it again. Hello. And then it is moving in this direction. Creating a stamp every time. Now we know what are the features more or less about pen block. Let us do something more productive using pen block only. Ma'am, I'll go through the charts after two programs. So kindly wait with me. I'm again closing the Scratch program, opening it again, and I'm telling you how to use programming, how to use concepts using pen block and drawing a square. You may take a picture of this if you want. You may. Okay, I'm closing it and starting it again. Now, every program that will be done will be a useful thing. So no worries about that, if it is for entertainment or some useful. All right. Now, adding an extension again. It's added. Creating a square using a pen block. Starting with events block, when clicked, then pen down because we want pen to be used. After that, I'll be using some control blocks. The control blocks are looping blocks. And from here, we are also beginning the explanation of looping to children. Looping means repeating of code, as we all know. So repeating this, since we are going to make a square, repeating this for 4 times. There's a repeat block, and this is a part of control block section. As you can see here, control has repeat forever means which is going to repeat till I press the stop button. So for time being now, I'm taking only repeat and 4 here. After this, moving 10 is a little less, I believe, 100. Moving 100 steps. After that, I will instruct my sprite to turn 90 degree. All right. Let me run it and then I'll improve a bit. When flag is clicked, pen will be down. It will be repeated 4 times. It will move 100 steps in whatever direction it is already there, and then it will turn 90 degree. Pen picture also we can change. Ma'am, actually the features are a lot. If you are going to explore, there are many features that then we can cover in 2 hours. Scratch is actually doing wonders if you search internet. But let's not go into those details. Let's focus and finish off the syllabus part and a little bit of gaming. So let me click this green flag and a square is made. Actually, it was made so quickly that you weren't able to see. So for that, I will go to wait in order to show how things are being done. Where I have put this wait block in between move and turn. Whenever it is moving 100 steps, it is going to wait for 1 second and then turn 90 degree for the next step. And in order to show how this is done, erase all, so that if anything that was made is erased. And I'll change the sprite position also. Go. Were you able to see? Now what we have learned, that there is a looping mechanism in Scratch, one thing. We have also instilled the concept of mathematics along with coding. This is how children will be prepared to new languages like Python or anything else that you are teaching in your school. This is how Scratch is helpful because yes, it seems entertaining, but it is actually educating. You can take the picture of this. This is useful for children, and exactly same code might not be present in the book. Exactly same. They could be a little bit here and there. When I had worked upon it, I had improved things wherever I found out. You can also try making, let's add another sprite. I'm using this basketball. And let's make a rectangle here. Again, going to events, when flag is clicked, then going to motion, move 100 steps. But since rectangle has length and breadth, so let's say it's 50. Turning of angle, 90 degree. Again, turning of angle. Please do not change the direction of turning. Otherwise, square or rectangle would not be made. Because there are 2 directions of turning, as you can see in the blocks. So with this, you also instill carefulness among your children and how to handle programming concepts carefully. After this, moving is done, this is done. And this has to be repeated, repeat for 2 times. Before that, I believe there should be a pen down. Here a pen down, and before that, erase all in order to clear out anything that has been made. Weighting should be put so that we are able to see what's going on. Okay. Did I click the flag? Maybe I did. This flag was clicked. If this is clicked in this code only, in that case, you will see this particular sprite working. But if this common flag is clicked, then you will see both the sprites at work. Okay. Let me click this green flag and it will work with erase all first. All done? It is not stopping. It is for 4. Oh, it should be for 2 times. There you go. Let me stop it again. Do it again. Repeat for 2 times. Oh. See what I did. I changed repeat 2 times for the square part, and the rectangle part is for 10 times, which I hadn't changed. It should be 2 times. Now, move 100, 90, 90. Second. Why is it not closed? Okay, perfectly. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Should have been completed. It's working fine. It must be some glitch. You can take the pictures of these 2 sprites at work. Repeat. And now. That's a glitch. There's no error. Don't worry about it. You may take the pictures of these 2 codes for creating a square and a rectangle. Adding another sprite to it. Let me take this back. Let me reduce the size to 50. Yeah, better. And it is going to create a circle for me. The code for creating circle, I'll do it quickly because after that I'll be creating 2 sprites together, which are kind of interacting with each other. It appears that they are interacting. So events, when flag is clicked, pen down, erase all. Oh, got it. See, I'll tell you what happened. This erase all must be put only in one code because it erases all the scripts that are running pen. That is why my first line would get erase. So erase all should be used only in one. Okay. Now coming to back again, erase all. Let's remove erase all, pen down.
బుక్స్ ఇచ్చేవాళ్ళు ఆన్లైన్ లో క్లాస్ పెట్టారు మొన్న చెప్పారు సిస్టర్ ఆయన ఫోన్ చేసి జాయిన్.
Now it is pen down, and then repeating. Ma'am, Padmavati ma'am, Padini Padmavati ma'am, it is not for entertaining children. if we are instilling looping concepts, I'm telling about looping, which is starting from repeat. I'll be also using forever block. I'll be using if then. We use if then case in Python. Is it? Or is it not?
You are saying about language, computer language. Yes, loop we are.
Yes. In languages, we learn about if else condition, we learn about looping, we learn about interacting of variables, which I'm going to tell you. These things are taught in Scratch in an early manner, in a simplistic manner, in obviously a fun manner, and that is what required is for a third class student. We cannot give Python. We cannot tell them, please learn Python, a is equals to 5, and then for, and then while. We cannot use those words for class 3 to 5. That is why we are providing Scratch.
Okay,
Please,
ma'am.
please ask me if I have satisfied your doubt or not. Please tell me. Chalo, I
Yes,
think it is
ma'am.
going, I think it is going good. So let me go back. Otherwise, children will never see computer. Even in class 11th and 12th, when children start learning about Python very deeply, they find it so boring. Yeah.
Printing purpose only. A4 sheet.
So repeat 360 times, considering there are 360 degrees in a circle. Repeating 360. And then in motion, move one step, turn,
ఫోర్త్ క్లాస్ లో ఏదో ఒకటి రాసుకోమని చెప్పరా ఫోర్త్ ఏదో ఒకటి రాసుకోమని చెప్పరా
Vivo V2207. It is constantly that you are switching on your mic. Please take care. This one will work like logo software. They are similar, ma'am. Actually, they are similar. Can we use both sprite at a time? Definitely, ma'am. We are actually using in it. We are using them simultaneously, and I'll give you a program where they are interacting. Have patience. Okay. Move one and turn 1 degree, pen down. Anything that is to be done? I have to wait for 1 second. I will wait for, it all depends on my creativity. I'll wait for, let's say, 0.05 seconds. That will be sufficient. Let me see how it works. It's creating a circle. This ball, this rectangle is still not.
What you learned, sir? I learned how to, I know already to learn basic concepts in the sample project.
Madam, Oxford publications learn ఇది కూడా ఒకటి publications. Orange Education. This is one publications.
Who is? With the execution, I'm able to find out that erase all for basketball is working first. Now it's going to work perfectly. See, these are some dynamic errors which come when you actually practice. Ma'am, I'm saying these are some dynamic errors that I removed erase all from sprite 1 and put erase all in the basketball when I saw that basketball is actually erasing all everything first. Execution is starting from this sprite. So you can see how these 3 sprites are working together with their own scripts. If you want to take a pic, you may take because it is the most important program for pen block. Basketball. And please take this into consideration that erase all block has to be timed properly. You have to see placing erase all in which particular script is giving you a perfect result. As a programmer, you have to check it yourself. But generally, while teaching, you will not be teaching them to make them together. This is what I have tried with you. While teaching, it becomes complicated. So you can handle this on your part by trying. by
Rhythm
making-
dogra. Rhythm dogra. చూడండి మీరే చూడండి మీరు చదవండి ఇంకా మీరు ఇంకా దాన్ని కూని చేస్తారు చదవండి
Okay. Let's go to another program.
లేదా ఇప్పుడే వచ్చాను నాకు వద్దు ఈ
Class, I need a vote from you. Okay, if such behavior is going to continue, may I remove the people who are unmuting their mic again and again for no reason? Because I cannot moderate the class as well as teach simultaneously, please. Thank you, Gajula ma'am. Okay, then Sprite 1, please take a picture. I'm just waiting for 1 second. Then basketball, please take a picture. And then bat, please take a picture. Okay, now I'm closing it and I'm restarting it. I can do this. 1 second. Okay, now nobody will be able to unmute themselves. You will have to ask for permission. Starting with scratch again. Now we are going to show 2 sprites and removing this cat. One is, let's say, Ben is good. I can take Ben again. Taking Ben. And another sprite, let's say, maybe a dinosaur. This is dinosaur, make Ben to reduce its size to 50 so that it seems a little smaller. Okay, I reduce the size of dinosaur. Let's reduce the size of Ben to make it appear more realistic. All right. We can change the backdrop. Forest. Yes. And then let's begin. Event. I'm programming for Ben. Since Ben is highlighted, as you can see. Yes, ma'am. Today we are only going to discuss about Scratch. Okay, when flag is clicked, motion, glide to let's say gliding is not suitable for this thing. I think moving is good. Move to 30 steps. And then you can say I saw a dinosaur. I saw a dinosaur. And then again, it moves, let's say 50. And maybe it says hurrah. Hurrah. Because this child is expressing its happiness or maybe excitement. You can drop back the blocks as I have just shown you when they are not in use back into the blocks column. Going to the dinosaur, events, when flag is clicked. For dinosaur, I think gliding is fine, but gliding is generally used for flying animals. Gliding will show the movement smoothly. So let's take gliding only. Glide to. Yes, ma'am, we can use a voice. Yes, we can. Definitely. Go to, no, not go. Glide. Not to random position. Glide to maybe 100, let's say on y-axis 23. Here. And then using a forever. Why I'm using a forever loop? Because I want to show it moving throughout my program. And till the time I'm not stopping it, I want to show this dinosaur that it should go on moving. Forever. So I should, in fact, gliding to a random position could be a better thing. Glide when waiting. And then change the size. Changing of size is done, which is in the looks block, in order to show that size is reducing by -5. Okay. So Ben has, it will move 30 steps. I saw a dinosaur, and then it will move again 50 steps saying hurrah. Okay. Moving one step, waiting. I can also make it forever. Forever. Move one step and then wait for, let's say, 0.05 seconds. Let's see. Since it is going to a random position, the dinosaur is moving here and there, and for each step moving, Ben is saying hooray. Hurrah. Let's do it. And it's showing as if the dinosaur is eliminating or maybe getting vanished. You can change the effect as and when you like. You can even make a flying dinosaur. It might seem more better with respect to that code. Not a backdrop. I can add a fly or something. Yeah, we have a flying dragon. So copying the code from here, this forever block can be copied using Control C. I'm using Control C for copying the code. And events will have when flag is clicked. And I'm removing this right. Now let's see how it works. Yeah, it is appearing more realistic. I saw a dinosaur. The child is excited, he's moving, and the dinosaur is going away as its size is decreasing. This is one of the things that you can do. Again, even if a similar code is there in the book, it is a bit modified for your learning, for your understanding. So you may take a picture of it. And I'm not changing the size of the Ben because Ben is not going anywhere. He is there only. Now the code for dragon. Now let me tell you another code where local and global variables are handled. You must know about local and global variables. I'm going to Zoom meeting because anyhow I'll be visible. Local variables are those variables when a sprite has created a variable for itself. It is going to change its value. It is going to see its value or use its value. Whenever a global variable is made, the global variable is available for all the sprites. Now let me show you because there are two types of variables in Scratch, local and global, and only introduction is given, but you must know how two variables are different and how they are differently used and how a local variable means variable belonging to one sprite is available for other sprite also. Let's see. So heading for the upcoming topic is global and local variables. Closing Scratch again. I'm not saving the project. Or should I save it in case you ask it? Save it later. Starting of Scratch again. So local and global variable. For that, I'll be needing two sprites. Since Ben seems to be my favorite sprite, I'll take that, Ben. And another sprite, Ben. But Ben 2 will be named as Sam. Okay. I can go to costumes, flip Sam. So they stand as opposite participants. Going to change the backdrop, make it a basketball court. This is good. After that, going to code again. See, along with costumes, there's code. Going to code again, event. Since Sam is highlighted, let me create a variable. So you must learn about the variable, and now we are actually beginning our discussion about variables. Variables is below operators and control. Let me revise a bit because otherwise everything seems very much mixing. Motion blocks are for movement. Few of them we have tried. Looks block is for saying something or maybe changing backdrops or changing of size, means appearance mostly, or saying something. Sound blocks we haven't used till yet. Events block are for creating events in which we are mainly using when flag is clicked, but I will be showing you few of the messages after this because after this I'm going to start a bigger project. After this only. Then sensing. Sensing is another important thing where variables are handled. I'll teach you about it. Operators will be taught. But let's go for the variables because right now we are talking about variables. Starting with make a variable. See, here you can see two options. for all sprites and for this sprite only. I'm repeating as I can sense you have missed where it was started. I went to variables block. Here it is variables block. Then make a variable. And making a new variable, I am taking a variable as score. This score variable is for all sprites, so this is a global variable. If I make it for this sprite only, this becomes a local variable. But since it is a global variable, let me show you. This score is created here in the stage, as you can see, and in the variables, it is also showing. Otherwise, it was only my variable. It was not a score variable here. Score also shows here as well as in my blocks. If I open Ben, in Ben also, I can see that score is a variable. Now, let me show you another creation of variables, like make a variable. And this time the variable is team. And I'm making this for this sprite only. Clicking on OK, the variable team is present in the variables for Ben because Ben is highlighted. But if I click on Sam, I will not be seeing the variable team. Even on the stage, it shows that team variable belongs to Ben only. So let me show you how score and team differ according to their working. For Sam, set score to, let's say, 5. And for Ben, again, when the flag is clicked, set the score where I'm taking this set my variable, it is also in the variables block. Set score to 8. Okay. And let them say their respective, say, going back to variables, say score for 2 seconds. And now for Sam, it is again say variables score for 2 seconds. Now I'm clicking the green flag. See, Ben is on the left hand side, Sam is on the right hand side. Ben is saying that the score is 8, whereas Sam is saying the score is 5. In the coding, we can see for Ben, the score was 8, and for Sam, it was 5. So they are saying their scores respectively. This is how a global variable is working. See, with this, you are teaching the students an idea about the global as well as the local variables, which are used in functions in all the programming languages. Now I'm going to tell you how to use local variables, because Ben obviously will be able to use team as it is. Okay. So let me set team. See, only team shows in Ben options. Means when set my variable to 0, this block I have taken, it has an option of team. But if I take Sam and check, there is no option of team here, right? So I'm not going to use this. It is of no use for Sam. Going back to Ben, I am naming team as real metric. My spelling could be wrong because I'm not a football fan. Real metric. And now I want Sam to also say the name of team which Ben has. So for saying it, we are going to use a sensing block. See, you must be feeling that, ma'am, you're going to the sensing block and then you're using parts of it, but we haven't gone through sensing block. With practice, you become familiar of things. Let's have a glimpse of something and then we'll go ahead. In sensing block, there is this thing, backdrop of stage. This is for receiving options. I'll show you how. I'm receiving something from Ben. I'm sensing something. That is why it is in the sensing block. And what I'm receiving from Ben, since Sam is being coded, Sam is highlighted here. It is the team I'm receiving from Ben. All right. Let me remove the score and its coding for a moment and keep only this local variable for Ben and Sam. Since Ben has set the name of the team to real metric, let Ben say the team's name for 2 seconds. Now, please, with focus and with concentration, see what I have done. I have removed the score part, which was a global variable. I am not focusing my programming for the time being onto score, which was a global variable. I have focused my programming onto team, which is a local variable, and local to Ben, local to sprite Ben. Since Ben had that variable, so it was showing in the options of variable that Ben had, and I set the value of that team to real metric. And now Ben is made to say the name of the team for 2 seconds. Now going to Sam. Since Sam never had that option because it was a local variable, say receiving options. See, I'll have to go back here to sensing. I asked my program to sense inputs from Ben, and the possible inputs from Ben were, which I require, was team variable. So I use this particular block for saying the team of Ben for 2 seconds. All right. Now I'll show you one thing. Let me run this code and focus what Ben and Sam says. Go. As you can see, Sam is saying 0. Why he was saying 0? Because earlier the name of the team was 0. Earlier the name of the team was 0 and Sam still has that value 0. But Ben set the value to real metric when the flag was clicked, whereas Sam had the previous value of team. Now if I click the green flag, now Ben has already set the value to real metric. Sam will also sense the value of team which Ben has, which is real metric. So it's quite complicated, I can understand, but this is how you understand about local and global variable. Concept-wise, I believe most of you must be very comfortable with local and global variable. Concepts are all okay, but execution in Scratch is this program. You may take a picture of it because later on it will be helpful for you if you try it out. I'm giving you. This is for Sam. Take the entire picture, not only of the code, because otherwise your local variable and global variable will not be visible. And for Ben, okay. Class, I'm going to start another Scratch. Let me see the charts first. Okay, good afternoon. Show how to delete staged background. Okay. Good afternoon, What is the use of this program in the instruction? Okay, manage multiple sprites in one program. I've done that. Okay, in MS Office, okay. I'm going to now entity. No, so can we use? Okay, done. We're going fine. Ma'am, changing a backdrop is possible once it is done. Removing is not possible. I have answered one of the questions. Removing is not possible. There are limitations in Scratch. Starting again. This time, for the satisfaction of teachers, I'm introducing programming concepts that we go in Python using Scratch. Okay, I'll start with sensing block. In sensing block, like we ask for input, I'll ask for what's your age? What is your age? The typical program that we use in Python in order to understand if-else. Automatically, the answer will be stored in this answer block. I'll go to operators and I will compare my answer with 18. As you can see, operators are mainly mathematical operations and logical operations and few more. And as I've told, Scratch is also a very big software. Not everything can be discussed in this class. If answer is greater than 18, what I want to say, I would want to say you can vote. I'll make it is greater than 17. We are not going to go into decimals because it is a small children program. So let's not say if the age is 17.5, let's not make it difficult for them. So this is my, I would say, idea, which you will be understanding what I'm trying to do. I'm asking age, then I'm receiving an answer and I'm storing that answer in the answer variable. And then I'm checking if the answer is greater than 17, it is going to say you can vote. And otherwise, it is going to say you cannot vote. Let us use control variables now because they are the flow control variables. So we have this if-else block here. See, the shapes are also matching. They also actually help. What things can be put where? What is your age? If answer is greater than 17, say you can vote, else you say cannot vote. And the beginning event when flag is clicked. Let's see. It is giving me an option to receive an answer. What is your age? Answer is, let's say, 12. Pressing an enter, you cannot vote. And I'm running it again, giving, let's say, 21. Pressing enter, you can vote. This is how Scratch can be used for the concepts we use in programming languages otherwise. But why make it difficult for kids? You can teach these things at the end as something which is required for going on to the next class. Let's keep their world happy, along with informative and along with confident also. Okay, I can make a game, I can make a dragonfly, I'm reducing the size. Okay, this is happening with my instruction. You are making children comfortable with the computer. You are not actually trying to make them cram everything. We are not, as teachers, we should not try to do that. We should make the world easy. Along with that, learning should be there. Okay. Yes, ma'am, we can change the background in the middle of the program. This is the beauty of Scratch. We can. Going back, you can take this code because after this code, I think everybody would be comfortable implementing mathematical logical programs into Scratch. This particular code is sufficient for you to relate it to other languages. And you'll be very comfortable doing that. This is for teachers only. This was done only for teachers. Otherwise, this was not the part of my this session. I was not planning to do it. Please take this picture. And observing the operators, you can see that we can also make complicated mathematical expression. As you can see, I'll show you. Like this. You can go for BODMAS, simplification, and then you can put logical operations, something like this, and this entire block, starting from here, can be put here. So this is how a complicated expression can be checked if it is greater than 50, along with certain other condition, which is here. Or maybe not. Or something like any comparison. This is an initiation. You can take this to any level that you want. So we have learned a bit about sensing. Sensing is taking in of input. In the previous program also, we have learned taking inputs from the variables which are handled by other sprite. That is also done. And control, we are through. Means we have done a bit, we have done forever, we have done repeat, we have done if, else. In events, we are also good. So now let me start with another program, which is a very good project. It is going to take time. So I want your attention and your focus entirely on the screen. For this, I can create a backdrop. I want to show you how you can paint a backdrop by yourself. And it's better to go to bitmap because it makes, see here it is, convert to vector, convert to bitmap. So it's better to go to bitmap because some things work better in bitmap that you will get to know once you do it yourself. Let me create a line here. Selecting line and then creating it. Outline is this. Yes. I was working in vector. Now it is in bitmap. Bitmap. It's done. Now make this line. As you just saw, I had a problem in vector presentation. So bitmap is obviously better. Another line. I'm making very simple. You can design as much as you want. I'm just putting few colors here, light colors to create a good background. Taking, let's say, this shade of pink. Putting it everywhere. The more precision you use, the more beautiful background you can create. That's on you. I'm removing this sprite and this background is okay. It is done for me. Going back to code. Now I'm going to create a wheel. Means I'm going to paint a sprite. See, here we choose a sprite. The second option, we paint a sprite. I am painting, convert to bitmap. Circle, outlined circle. My circle may not be that perfect. I am undoing it because I need black color. Okay. Circle is made, right? I need to draw a few lines. This is done. Filling it with 4 colors. Let's take the easier ones. Red. Then yellow. Then blue. Then green. All right, 4 colors are done. Going back to code. Now this is my sprite. I'll name this sprite as wheel. Okay. Wheel is fine here. I'm going to add another sprite by choosing a sprite which is arrow. Okay, this is added. I have put it here. Yes. Now let's start coding. When flag is clicked, set the size to 100%. It is not important. I'll show you the only important things. I'll go to forever block. And in forever, if block is put, in this if block, going to sensing. See, this is one of the example projects. I'm sure you can find more projects on internet, do your research work, but this is one of those projects which are similar and you can make your children learn so that they feel like something new and something creative has been taught in the class. So that is why we are learning this. It might seem memorizing in the beginning, but you'll get comfortable to it. If key space is pressed, then what do we have to do? We have to repeat repeating of what do we have to repeat? We have to repeat selecting a random number. Selecting a random number, here it is. As student, you must be feeling, ma'am, you remember every position, or you might be taking some class, or maybe you have practiced it, but it is very difficult to remember in the first time. Yes, it is. So for your comfort, I'm going to tell you that you, for beginning, begin only with the simple ones which we had discussed or which are given in the. No need to feel panic with respect to anything. So selecting from 10 to 100 is sufficient. And then I'm going to turn this wheel that many times, maybe 25 degrees. So what I'm doing in this block If whenever the flag is clicked, it is going to go on forever, means it is not going to stop until this stop button is clicked. What will be checked? Whenever I press space key on my keyboard. Whenever space key, or there are other options also, but I'll not go with it. I'll go with space only. If space is pressed, then repeating of turning of this wheel, because okay, this code was to be put in wheel, and see arrow is clicked here. So let me select it, Control C, take this code to the wheel, and in events, because I wanted wheel to rotate, not that arrow. So now delete it. Back to wheel. Whenever space is pressed, a random number will be picked, and then the repetition will be for that many numbers of time. Like if a random number is picked, let's say the number is 70. 70 is picked, and then 25 degrees turn is going to be for 70 number of times. How is it going to run? Let's see. Did it work? No. Thing. Go to 50. 10. Let me set its size 1% only. Okay, I haven't pressed the space key. See, now it is rotating. Position of arrow is not good enough. Don't go by the accuracy of my circle. Please ignore that. What we have to do, we have to rotate the wheel. It is rotating because I am turning it 25 degrees. And my arrow is stopping on one particular color. So now the purpose of my game is whichever color it stops on, my sprite is going to speak up that color is the winner. So for that, I might be needing another sprite for announcement. Let me add another sprite that is going to announce. Let me take Ballerina. Ballerina will do the announcement, but for that, there needs to be certain interaction between these sprites. Means whatever the color is being touched by arrow. So that is an interaction between wheel as well as arrow. So let me code the arrow first. And before coding the arrow, I have to make an announcement here. What kind of announcement? There is this system is getting slow. There is this broadcasting of message. What this broadcast do? It actually does nothing, but it is working in the background. Background means all the sprites will get this message. Spinning over. Spinning over, this broadcast message will be sent to all the sprites once it is broadcast. Then, now this message is received by the arrow. Means now the arrow is ready enough to check which color has been chosen. So again, when I receive spinning over, see, since I created a new message, it is already there. When I receive spinning over, I can change the message, but I'm not going to change. Simply use logic. If the color is yellow, ballerina should say yellow and simultaneously for other colors. So I need control blocks. If one time, then there is another if for the second color, for the third color, and for the fourth color. Going to the operators because comparison is done only here. If touching color. Yeah, it is in the sensing. If touching color. Now see, the color is not matching with this. We have to match it by going to this option. This particular option, select it, go to the red, click it. Exact color is there. Now if select it, go to this option, go to the yellow, make a selection. If touching color, here, select this green and done. Otherwise, you won't be able to make a correct matching of the color. Here, going to this, selecting, and it is here. Now, what should be done? When a particular color is selected, a message should be generated, which is sent to ballerina. So let's create a variable for that. Creating a variable, I would say win. Setting of win to radio. Setting of win to yellow. Setting of win to green and setting win to blue. And then a broadcast has to be sent, which ballerina will receive. Broadcast is in here, events. Broadcast, new message, because one message is already there. Broadcast, let's say, you are winner. This broadcast message is generated. So broadcast after every condition. Why? Because if green is, let's say, the winner, and I put this broadcast message only for red, then that broadcast will not be received by ballerina, which is my third sprite. You're winner, you're winner, you're winner. And then going to ballerina, because once the color is properly detected, ballerina is going to announce when I receive which message? Your winner. Then she is going to say that particular color, and it was in variables. Because I have already set the value of win to that color, whichever color is touched by the arrow. With patience, listen to this last statement of this game. Whenever this arrow sprite touches a particular color and the condition is matched, win variable will be given the value of that color and broadcast messages sent. Yellow color matched, win variable given a yellow variable, yellow value, and again the broadcast is sent. Broadcast messages, you are winner. See, this is a concept. Once you learn it, you will be able to teach it to your children very easily. Once the broadcast is received by ballerina, it is received by all the sprite. That is why it is known as broadcast. Once the broadcast is received by ballerina, she will, this you are winner broadcast received, she will say the variable win means this particular color is winner for 2 seconds. So since it is already running, the green flag is already clicked here. I am going to click space bar to see if all is working fine. Blue, it is doing fine. My arrow is detecting blue color and ballerina is saying blue. And even this win variable, as all the variables appear on the stage on left hand side, win variable is showing blue. Let me try it again. This time it was red. So there's a mistake because sensing. So what I can do for this, I can reduce the size of the arrow. I can reduce the size of arrow as this is like testing period of this game going on. All right. The size is decreased. I can change the position also. Let me try it again. But there is a problem here because for red, so let me change the position of circle also a bit. But for circle, I have already given the position. I am removing it. Because otherwise, I will be stuck to that position. I'm removing the position of wheel. See, all this is modifiable and you can do it. So let me do this. Maybe this works properly this time. It is still going out. Yellow, red, blue. It is working quite well. Now, the efficiency of this particular code depends upon how well you have drawn the square, how well you have placed the arrow. Square, I'm saying, how well you have drawn the circle, how well you have placed this arrow. And this definitely has a bit of change in comparison to what is there in your books. And sometimes you might not find this particular code. So please take a picture. With this, you will have an idea of what can be done with Scratch. This is the first picture for wheel sprite, which I have created, which is obviously not perfect. Which shows the use of broadcasting message, which shows the use of forever. Like this program is running forever. I haven't stopped it. It hasn't stopped by itself. If I press space again, it is going to again move. Every time I'm pressing space, see, I'm not taking my cursor anywhere to green flag. I'm just pressing the space and it is working. Yeah. Now here comes the error again. So the sensing is being done here. For this, I can change the direction also. Minus maybe something else. This. Could be like this. So I'm taking again to wheel, take a picture, going to arrow, take the picture of this code as well. You should practice it because it is about interaction between two sprites. In fact, you can make this like if the child is making noise, I saw a dinosaur. Immediately after that, immediately if the message is spread, after that, the dragon or the fly, whatsoever it is, it starts running, it starts flying away using this broadcast message. So this is one of the concept, I think, which will be a lot of interest to the students. Okay, I have learned something. I have learned interaction of objects. And then this is the simplest code for ballerina, which is only here for announcing. I can even make ballerina interesting by changing her costume. Means if she announces, she jumps and changes her costume. Should I try? This is the last thing. Let me do it. Ballerina. It's just this thing and then it is done. Wait for a second. Looks. Switch to ballerina D. I don't know what kind of costumes it has. Ballerina, I would go for ballerina C. Ballerina C is more excited. Switch costume to ballerina C. Let's see. She's jumping. That seems more fun, more dynamic for the children. Now I'm stopping it. Switch costume and then switch costume to ballerina A. It is running. It is fun. You can make a loop of it and run it again and again. Okay, can't we get the message as you are winner by ballerina? Definitely we can get a message you are winner by ballerina, because when in the say block, means you can, I'll show you what you can use. There in operators, there's something called join. Join will put like yellow is the winner. Let's say if yellow is something like this. It is running. Yellow is the winner. So as I can see, space is required. So you can create such a message also. I think this doubt clarified. I think I missed one thing. One thing. Yeah, it's not for entertaining. I hope I have clarified this doubt also. MS Office, show the multiple slides I have done. What is the instructions? Okay, I think I have resolved all the queries. Changing of background in the middle of the project. Oh, you want to see it? Yeah, I thought it can be done, so you are happy with that only. Blue sky. Done. Or do you want backdrop to be changing dynamically as the program is running? I think that is not possible. For dynamic changes, it is not possible. Yes, but while we are coding, we are done with the background setting and we feel that it has to be changed, it can. So with this, if I allow to unmute, anybody who wants to say and ask something, then may raise a hand. Only then I'll unmute you from my side. Otherwise, chat box are also good. You can put your queries there and I'm reading it. I hope. See, learning computers does get a little tiresome because it is not something that we are regularly talking about. Honestly, as a teacher and even as a student, I have felt it. Learning anything in computers. But once you do it, there's a reason we all are computer teachers here. Once you do it, you are into it. Same as with Scratch. So no need to worry. You'll get used to of it and rather enjoy it more than any other software. That was all. That's all from my side. Many people didn't have the patience to take it till end, but thank you all for taking it till end because it is going to benefit you all at the end. That is it. I'm going to take a leave. Thank you so much. I'm going to take a leave and you all can leave, can continue with your regular works. That was all from my side. Thank you. I have permitted for unmuting yourself. If you want, you may say anything.
Thank you, teachers, for joining this wonderful session. If anyone wants to any help, you can coordinate with us. Or my Riddhi ma'am is ready there. She will really helpful to you. Thank you so much, teachers, for joining and making the session successful. Thank you, Riddhi ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, everyone. You may leave as I have another session also.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you. Bye. Thank you so much, Riddhi ma'am.